Hello friends, welcome back to my channel, or if you are new around here, welcome. My name is Jenny and this is our Houston Smith home. This morning I'm just making a little coffee to go here. Yes, I like to recycle my Dunkin' Donuts and Starbucks cups sometimes, and you feel like you're getting a little treat even though you're making it at home. And this cold foam from Aldi, if you have not tried this, it is amazing. Go pick you some up. That is the star of the show. In today's video, y'all, we are going shopping at Hobby Lobby. Let's go see what all we can find. I'm going to show you all of the Christmas decor that they had out in my store, and then stick around to the end and we'll do a haul. I wanted to look for some new stocking hangers this year because I think I'm going to try to put some garland on my fireplace, which I don't normally do. And I have a couple of stocking hangers that came from the Target Dollar Spot, but I settled on just some plain ones because I thought that would just go up under the garland, and that would work out good for what I'm planning to do this year. So again, these were half price of $21.99. So I thought that was a really good deal to get 4 of them. They were very heavy too. Then I just looked at the stockings. I actually have purchased a couple of new stockings this year because, like I said, I want to do something a little bit different this year with my fireplace. But Hobby Lobby has such a nice selection of stockings, and at half price, you really just cannot beat the price. And they have so many different colors and textures. So if you are looking for stockings this year, Hobby Lobby, I definitely would recommend. And they always usually have the matching tree skirt as well. They had some cute little doormats with the different Christmas things. I love the little Grinch one there. That's cute. I feel like you almost have to buy one of those new every year. Like, they just get kind of nasty. I'm not even going to get one this year. But they had some cute little pillows too. I thought those maybe would be cute like in a kid's room. And then they did have a nice selection of Christmas trees. Their Christmas trees too were 50% off. I did not find one that I thought was very comparable to the Home Depot tree. I didn't see any with the twinkling lights, but they did have some really pretty options. And then I was just looking at ornaments. I want some ornaments similar to this. These are gorgeous. They were so pretty. They were breakable, I believe, though, so I kind of tried to steer clear of that, but these were so pretty. I have a tree skirt very similar to this I picked up at Walmart several years ago. I paid around $20 for it then. Walmart has them now, I think, for really close to this price, but I think Walmart may be sold out. Now, if you are still into like the buffalo check, the buffalo plaid theme, they had tons. They had the white and black as well as the red and black. They had like an entire aisle of this stuff. So if you decorate with a lot of this, they had a lot of good items. I saw this Christmas tree that had these lights on it, and I thought they were so pretty. It just looked vintage to me. I just thought that was a really pretty tree. And then they had tons of like little small trees. You may have already seen last week I did a little Christmas DIY with some of these half-price Christmas trees that I picked up here. I think we'll come across them in a minute. There they are with the like little galvanized pots. I did some gold rub and buff on these, but half price, that made them so affordable, and it's like the really realistic greenery. So if you can find those, go back and check out that DIY that I did. You might want to do something similar. They had an entire aisle of silver ornaments, and they had an entire aisle of white ornaments. So if you do silver or white, they were completely stocked, and I think you would be able to find tons of things for your tree. Okay, these were like exactly what I was looking for, only I don't want pink. I was looking for some red velvet ornaments, and I could not find red anywhere in the store, but they did have a lot of pink. These were so pretty. They were really big sized as well. They had a lot of gold accents, which I am planning to use some gold accents this year, and I love these little deer. I just think they look so nice. And then these trees too. Those trees are so pretty, and some of them even light up, which I thought was gorgeous also. But again, you you could just find so many different gold accents here, and with the half price, they are just so much more affordable than some similar ones that I've been seeing. So I was sort of looking for some gold ornaments as well to go on my tree. I thought those were pretty, and then I did come across some that I picked up. They had a little bit of like a texture to them, and they weren't too shiny. These are the ones I'm talking about. They had them in like the big size, and then they had them in a smaller size. I ended up getting the smaller size. They had all of these little mini wreaths, and they were so affordable. I've been seeing people put these like on the back of their dining chairs. These would only be like $4 each, and like tying a ribbon on them. And then some people put them up on their cabinets, like the high cabinets, like maybe above your microwave, things like that. So many options for these little small ones, and at $4, you just can't beat that. I did come across this pack that had like one velvet ornament, two velvet ornaments in the pack. So I did like those, but I didn't really like all of the other ones that went with it. So I hated to buy the whole pack. And then they did just have tons of red, all different types of red balls. They had some similar to those gold ones, but again, it wasn't exactly what I was looking for, so I passed on those. I know this one is a very popular garland, and y'all, the feel of it, it did not feel plastic. It felt so real. Now, the price tag on it's $99.99, so it would still be $50, which is pretty pricey. I think it was 6 foot. Now, this one in comparison was very plasticky, but this one, just the plain greenery, it felt so real, and it was so, so nice. And then here was another entire aisle of just Christmas balls, Christmas ornaments, almost any color combination you could think of. I thought these were really pretty. You're seeing a lot of people using like the more neutrals and like earthy tones, but I just love some red. So I liked how those had the red incorporated into them as well. And then you had all of your traditional Christmas colors, any color you could think of, honestly. I found these, and I actually found one pack that had the red and white striped, which is what I was looking for, but I could only find one pack. I was so sad, and I passed on the black and white. I thought these were cute. I actually did kind of a boho themed Christmas tree last year in my office, and these would fit in on that so good. And then they also had tons and tons of like these little garland strands. This had the bells on it. You know, you could easily rub and buff those bells if you wanted to give them more of a gold look or an antique brass look. And then they had some very boho with the beads and like the macrame look. They just had tons of cute little garlands. I've been seeing these little green trees out a lot of places. They kind of have like a velvet feel to them. They had a couple of different sizes here, and I thought it was pretty good prices. I think I saw some similar at Walmart, and I can't remember what the prices were on those. But I also loved this little wooden one. I think that wood and then the greenery, the green ones beside it, I think that ties in so good. It's like such a nice contrast. Then I started looking at like the picks. These were cute, and they had like that realistic look to them as well, and they were priced good, but they were very short. So if you had like a small vase, they're not very long, so you couldn't put those in anything very big, but that was a good deal on those. I thought these were pretty, especially if you wanted to add in just a little pop of color, a little pop of red. These bells were very interesting. They were like completely tangled up, so I couldn't get them undone, but I will show you at the end because I did end up picking up a couple of those, so I'll show you what they look like. Each of them I think had like 4 bells on each pick, so stay tuned and I'll show you what that looks like. And then even though I could not find any velvet balls or velvet ornaments, I did find these picks, which I thought were really pretty, and I found those in red. And then I did find some red ribbon as well, and their ribbon, Christmas ribbon, also is half price, so only $3 for the roll of ribbon. I thought this wreath was pretty. It had the white berries in it. It made me think of one of the My Texas House ones that had the white berries. They just had some really pretty wreaths. A lot of their Christmas wreaths were already sold out, but they still did have some pretty ones to choose from. And I love this mirror. It's kind of the Anthropologie look mirror, but it has written on it, "Have yourself a Merry Little Christmas." So it would be $35. It was a pretty good size. It wasn't huge, but I think it was a decent size for that price. And then I just walked back to the regular like sewing sewing section to check out their ribbon, because last year I bought a lot of ribbon back here, and if you catch it at the right time, it'll be like 40% off. On this particular day, it wasn't on sale, but they have like a lot of different colors, and especially if you're doing a tree that's maybe not your traditional colors. That's what I did last year when I did my boho tree, so keep that in mind. All right, y'all, let's get into a haul. Now, what all I'm going to show you is not stuff that I have picked up just on this shopping trip. This is some stuff I've been picking up. I've been going into Hobby Lobby since they put their Christmas stuff out. So some of this stuff, I don't know if they still have it in stock. I don't know if Hobby Lobby like restocks when some of this popular stuff gets gone, but I would just check your store because you could find it. I have a feeling some of this stuff may already be gone, but I will share what I have, and you can check your stores and see if you can find it in your local area. Now, if you follow me over on Instagram at Our Houston Smith Home, I'll tag it here. You saw I did a little Christmas DIY this week, and I kind of spruced up these pots a little bit. I added some antique gold rub and buff to these pots, but I got both of these trees at Hobby Lobby. Of course, they were 50% off. I showed those in the video. This one I think is a 24-inch maybe. This one's a little bit smaller, but they were half price. This one ended up being $8 and this one $14. And then I just added that gold rub and buff. And to me, it gives them the same look as the My Texas House one, and the 24-inch in that one, I think was $25. So much better price point, and the pot looks almost identical. If y'all hear some noise in the background, I have a sick one home from school today. He's back here playing video games. So if you hear something crazy, that's just him. He's feeling a lot better today, but he is here. Gold bells. We all know the vintage antique gold bells are a big hit this year and for the last couple of years, and they're hard to find sometimes, especially at a decent price. So I picked these up pretty early. I'm almost certain they're probably gone, but again, I don't know if they restock, so check your stores. These were $17.99, so like $9 for this. Let me show you the other sizes that I picked up too. I got this little tiny one. I love it. It was only $4. I just think it's so cute. And then I went ahead and picked up a couple of the single ones as well. They had a couple of different sizes. I've already taken the price tag off of these, but I think this one was $4 and this one was $6 or $8 maybe. But that is just an excellent price. So if you can find these, I highly recommend. And y'all, I just gotta say, I don't normally buy new stuff every year for Christmas. I really don't. But last year, I really wanted those gold bells, and everywhere was sold out by the time I decided I wanted them. So this year, I was on a mission to find some. And so when I saw them early, I grabbed them up, especially at 50% off. So I picked up a couple of these little stems, and they have like 4 bells each. They were $3 for each stem after the discount. And I'm not sure exactly what I'm gonna do with these, but stay tuned and we will figure it out. And then I just picked up this little garland, and it's gold bells as well. They're a little bit shiny to me, so I might have to like distress those a little bit, but it's just a really long little garland, and it was only $5 after the discount. I just wanted some plain little stocking hangers. I did have some that had like it looked like a little house. They came from the Target dollar spot, but I just really wanted some plain ones because I think I'm gonna do garland on my fireplace this year, which is something different I don't usually do. So I just needed some like flat ones. So I picked up these, sorry, it's a glare on there. This 4-pack was $21.99, so $11 for 4 of them. And then I did get a new Christmas tree this year. You may have seen it. It's the viral Home Depot Twinkling Lights tree. I've had the same Christmas tree for 12 years since we built our house, and I have decorated it the same way for the last several years. I've used all the same decorations. So like I said, I don't normally go out and buy all new stuff, and I'm still not buying all new stuff, but I did pick up a few things different. I want to do a little bit different this year, so let me show you what I got. Now, all of my cousins will understand we all love red and white striped for Christmas because our grandmother had a red and white striped blouse that she used to wear every year at Christmas time. She wore it, and we all think of her when we see red and white stripes. We always think of her. So I had to have these, and it's the only box I could find. I'm gonna be going in there more and seeing if I could find any more because they had black and white as well, and they had them in the smaller size balls. But I went ahead and picked up what I could. This was $12.99 regular price, so half of that. And then I'm thinking about adding in a little bit of gold accents this year. And so I picked up these balls. They just have a really nice texture to them. I don't know if you can see that. And so I picked up 2 packs of these. So with the discount, they were $3 each. And I was really hoping to find some velvet ornaments. I have to have red. I've been seeing all of these like really neutral trees this year that are gorgeous. They're so pretty, but when I think of Christmas, I think of red, and I love red velvet. So I was looking for some red velvet ornaments at at Hobby Lobby, but I wasn't able to find any. But I did find these picks, and it's just like a red velvet ribbon. I really think we could probably make some ornaments to match these, but I picked up 5 of these. They ended up being $2 each, and I'm just gonna stick those in my tree. And then I just picked up a couple of different ribbons. This is just like the red velvet ribbon. It was half price, so $3 each. And I picked up a couple. Sometimes I use this on gift wrap as well. And I may tie some little bows around my tree and tie some little bows around different things and just use it as decor. So stay tuned for that. And then I picked this one up back in the sewing section. It wasn't anything on sale this week, but they do run them, I think, 40% off maybe every other week. But I went ahead and picked it up anyway because I wanted that specific color, and it was $3.49. And then one more thing that I picked up is, y'all know I love my brass candlesticks, and I don't have any green candles. So I picked up this 4-pack. It was only $4, so $1 each for these taper candles, which I thought was a great deal. And you know I will be putting my brass candlesticks out everywhere. All right, I think that is all of my Hobby Lobby finds. Have y'all been having any luck at Hobby Lobby? Have you been shopping already? Have you been able to pick up some of these things? Let me know if you do still find these things in store. Just this past weekend, I found those little Christmas trees that I DIY'd, and they had still quite a few of them in stock. But I've had some other people on Instagram telling me that those are wiped out at their store. So I feel like this year is terrible. Things are getting gone so quick. But anyway, just keep your eyes out. If you're near a store, just hop in there and see if you can find some of these items, if it's something that you're looking for. And remember, you do not have to buy new things. You don't have to buy new things every year. You can totally make do with what you have, and you can just get creative and use things like that rub and buff, and you can just give something a whole new look. So I just want you to know that you don't have to go out and spend a bunch of money. I'm just trying to give you some ideas if you're looking to buy some new things like me and maybe use them for many years to come. But I hope you enjoyed today's video. Thank you so much for coming shopping with me and checking out all of my goodies. Now I cannot wait to get them styled. Stay tuned. I will be sharing all of my Christmas styling coming up soon. And I hope y'all have an amazing week. I'll see you next week. Bye.